What's going on, people? Welcome back to our live stream, another Arsenal transfer news daily show. Going a bit early today because we've got some breaking news, of course. Arsenal for Piero Hincapie. Again, the pronunciation needs to, I need to work on that. But yes, obviously we've got a Kiwior, here we go as well. Arsenal are going to be signing Piero Hincapie. Only left things to do is the structure, and then we are waiting, of course, for a here we go from Fabrizio. I think we're going to get it today. I honestly think in the next hour or so we should get here we go. At least by today, he will be an Arsenal player. Um, yeah, so obviously we're gonna go through that today. As you can see here, Romano just tweeted this that we got a here we go for Jacob Kiwior to Porto. Here we go. Deal agreed for £27 million, euro package with Arsenal loan with an obligation to buy. Kiwior scheduled to fly to Portugal in the next 24 hours as soon as documents are approved. So this is sort of like one in one out situation where Kiwior was only going to go to Porto um, as long as Arsenal got the deal done with Hincapie, right? Um, so yeah, obviously now he's on his way to Porto. So here we go. Obviously that means we are going to be signing Piero Hincapie. I keep saying the same thing. Hincapie. Yeah, so understand Arsenal closing on Piero and Hincapie deal with Bayern. Here we go soon. Agreement almost done as Bayer have accepted a loan with an obligation to buy. So that's what it's going to be, people. A loan deal with an obligation to buy for Piero in Hincapie. Details on fee structure being sorted, and then here we go. It's coming next. So I said I reckon around, in definitely today we should be getting, before Liverpool game we should be getting the here we go and a done deal for Hincapie. Also, Leverkusen are meeting within the next hour to finalise the transfer of Piero Hincapie. As mentioned, Friday was seen as a significant day of clarity. Also, and this was earlier on, obviously now that's done, Kiwior has joined. Kiwior has joined Porto. Here we go. Arsenal, Ben Jacobs as well. Arsenal close to agreement in principle with Piero Hincapie. After further progress on Thursday, a deal can be agreed in 24 hours. Obviously, Kiwior set to join Porto. Other exits anticipated as well. Also, Hannah of Arsenal saying yesterday, people, right, that this what got me a bit excited. I say bit excited, right? This got me like, you know what? Maybe we've still got more left. Because Hannah of Arsenal saying Arsenal made serious advancements today for the signing of Piero Hincapie. Friday has got a significant day, as we know. We should be signing today. I'm also told that Angelo Alberta is still assessing the market in the final days of the transfer window should an opportunity present itself. So what does this mean then? Does it mean we're still going to have a winner? Does it mean another attacker is going to come in? It's interesting to see that although we're going to be signing an Hincapie, right? It looks like Berta is still assessing the market. So for maybe some winners got going around, could we still get one more winner in this market on deadline day? But yes, first, you guys, who should we start with, Kiwior or this guy? We'll start with Kiwior first. Here we go to Porto, people. It's going to be a 27 million euro package for Kiwior. I think it is, yeah, similar to how we're doing with the Hincapie deal sort of thing, where we do a loan with obligation to buy, and then it is a fee on top of that as well. Now the Hincapie fee is around, I think, £43 million. We spoke about it yesterday. Kiwior is around obviously 27 million euros for plus add-ons. So the total package, I think, is around £22 million for Kiwior. Going to Porto, I think overall for the player, I think it's really, really good move for him. He's going to be playing, first team football week in, week out for them, isn't he? I think it's a great move for him. I think that's what he wanted, is to play as more as like a regular starter week in, week out. He was not going to do that at Arsenal, was he? He's not going to do that at Arsenal. You have to realise, you got Saliba, you got Gabriel there. And then I just look, the thing I look at it, right, is I just think the only thing with this deal is just a price tag for me. I spoke about yesterday as well. I don't think the price tag is good enough, in my opinion. You think about, it's not even like Kiwior's on mad wages. He's on, I think, what is it, 50 grand, 54 grand, or around that amount of money. He's literally under 100 grand a week. Polish international. He's been at Arsenal for a good couple of seasons now. Played a big part last season when Gabriel did get injured. He played a lot of football last season, and he has played a lot of football for Arsenal, hasn't he? Even though being more of a squad player, you think about last season, of course, against Real Madrid, against PSG, Crystal Palace, these types of games where he had to fill in because Gabriel got injured. And even the season before that as well, I think he's playing at left back, if you guys remember. So, he's played quite a lot of minutes with Arsenal. He's not like he's like a reserve and he's barely played for Arsenal. You know, he's been probably a regular. Yes, he's not played week in, week out, but he's literally the equivalent of what Quensa was at Liverpool, for example, wasn't he? Quensa came in, was more squad for them, came in for the injuries, didn't he? Kiwior was literally the equivalent to that. And, Liverpool finessed £35 million for Quensa. 22 million pounds, is that really enough? That's the only thing I really look into this deal, and I just think, is that enough for a player like Kiwior, people? Um, Listen, I know he wanted to move. I know he had to really move on, but is it really enough for him? I think we could have got a bit more money for Kiwior. I think, listen, he'll be happy with a move, of course, and I think it is a very, very good move for him. I really do. Going to Portugal. I don't know, Porto not in Champions League. They might be in Europa League next season, so he's going to play European football. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they should be in Europa League right next season. So yeah, he's going to still be playing European football. He's going to be playing in the Portuguese league week in, week out. I think he's going to be one of their main defenders as well, isn't he? So yeah, it is a very good move for him as a player, and for his career. But I just look at the price tag and I just think, is it enough? Is £22 million enough for a player like Jacko Kiwior? I was the only one that, looking at this window in terms of selling the players, he was the one I was looking at thinking we could get the most money for. We could actually finally beat the record sale of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, to what was it, £33 million. We can actually get above that for once, and we can actually sell a player for a good amount of money. But 22 million, obviously, loan with obligation to buy. Very obviously similar to how we did with Nuno Tavares, wasn't it? Where we sold him to, we loaned him out to Marseille. No, not Marseille. Sorry, loaned him out to Lazio, wasn't it? And then obviously that was a loan with obligation, and they bought him towards the end. But then I think they sold him off for some mad money as well. So yeah, there we go, people. Kiwior on his way out, which means, of course, we was not going to get rid of Kiwior unless we have someone coming in. And it is going to be this guy. And Hincapie is on his way, guys, to Arsenal, alone with an obligation to buy. As I said, the price tag is around £43 million. And yeah, he's coming in at Arsenal. And I'm very, very happy with the signing. Now, Sam will tell us if he is going to be better than Kiwior. I think what we've seen of him is he does look like a very, very complete player. Can sort of play left back and centre back as well. As we know, very good going forward. Overlapping, really. That's what I noticed when he's at Leverkusen. Yeah, very good. Excuse me, going forward, and he's got that pace as well. In terms of, I think he's one of the fastest defenders in the Bundesliga. One of the fastest defenders in Europe, I think, up there as well. Considering that he's naturally a centre back as well, isn't he? That his natural position. I do see him obviously playing as a left back for Arsenal. I think he comes in as one of our, I would say, starting left back, but I think obviously we've got Ricardo. He's there. We've got Lewis Skelly there as well. Those two usually do play left back, as we know that that's not their natural position. Neither is Hincapie as well. So yeah, I think he's going to come in and definitely fill that left back role. He played there a few times for Leverkusen. He couldn't a lot because it was more Grimaldo was playing there, wasn't he? Quite a bit. And the way how they play Leverkusen, they play so high up, don't they? With their win backs, but they play as like extra winners, don't they? Sort of thing. You see how many goals Frimpong and Grimaldo got, and goals and assists that they got in that Invincible season, for example. They play so high up, and it's he has a lot of work to do to cover players like Grimaldo, I think. But he worked really well in a back three with Xabi Alonso, and obviously everything's there is agreed, people. Um, Tottenham tried it, and Tottenham tried their best to sign this guy, but he said no once again. He rejected them, and then we came in for him. He only wanted Arsenal, people. Only wanted Arsenal, and as I said, there's loan of obligation to buy. But yeah, defense for you as well. This is a big thing. Can as a defender, um, can actually, because I've seen players like Kala at left back. I've seen players like Lewis Skelly at left back as well. Like Lewis Skelly's done a phenomenal job at left back. I think I've been really impressed with him. But again, maybe it's the way how we play as well. The fact that Arteta wants these players to invert, and that's where you get caught out of position. But at the end of the day, like what I've seen of this guy, and again, I'm not going to sit here and say I watch Leverkusen week in, week out, but it's good signs what I've seen. Physical and also very, very good on the ball as well. Very, very calm, composed on the ball. Playing out from the back is what we really want to see from, and what Arteta wants to see from, the way how we play with our defense, of course. So yeah, I think overall, again, I think what is he, 23 as well. Yeah, I think this is a very, very good piece of business for Arsenal. Loan of obligation to buy, and yeah, it's turned out to be a very, very good window, people. And the depth is there now. Even signing Christian Mosquera, he's going to come in as a centre back. He can play right back as well. Yeah, signing these types of players there. But yeah, make sure you guys smash the like buttons up as well, people. If you're not already. Let's big up the chat as always. See what you guys are saying. Big up Mel in the chat. Hope you're doing well, Mel. We've got Jordan in the building. Big up yourself, Jordan, as well, mate. Big game, of course, on the Sunday. And we drop in a few previews as well, people. So yeah, big up. Bless up Jordan as well. Jeffrey's in the chat. We got George Graham in the building. Big up George Graham, man. I rate this signing. I think he's better than Kiwior. Yeah, I could see it as well. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna, get over the top with this guy straight away. He's got to come in and prove it in the Prem, of course. But yeah, I think he is. Hopefully he is an upgrade on Kiwior for sure, man. He also says, "Morning, Josh. Big up to you, mate." He says, big up to Jordan as well. We got Prodigy in the building. Big up yourself, mate. How you doing? Hope you're doing well, Prodigy. Bless up yourself, man. We've got farewell to Kiwior. I think he's been a good player for us over the years. I think he's been all right. I don't think he's been anything spectacular. Obviously, he had to prove him. He had to step up in the Real Madrid game, didn't he? Obviously, when we had no Gabriel. So, but yeah, I mean, and a lot of people was a bit concerned about him, playing that type of game. But yeah, 26 million is enough for me. Yeah, I agree with you, bro. What's that? 22 million pounds. I do agree. Prodigy, mate. I don't think it's enough money for him, whatsoever. Salah is a goat. Big up yourself. Salah is a goat as well. Excuse me. Hope you're doing well, bro. We got Plasma. Big up Plasma in the building, man. I'm not too bad, thank you, bro. I'm not too bad. Hope all is well. You as well, man. Big up Plasma. Kiwior was a great backup for us. Won't forget how he pulled off a Senderos. Yeah, Senderos settings against Madrid, wasn't it? Big up yourself, Plasma, bro, as well. We got Gary in the chat. Big up, Gary. Hope you're doing well, Gary. Big up every single time. Top guy as well in the building. Piero, big up there, Connoisseur Rex. Big up yourself, bro. We've got Chelsea fan in the building. Big up Josh and the chat. Hope you're doing well, Chelsea fan, as well. Thanks for the kind words, mate, as well. Really, really do appreciate that, bro. Really, really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Keep it a like and sub to the channel. I think we're gonna get it today. Lassie K. I think we're gonna get it today. Kiwior's got Here We Go now. Obviously, the only way he was gonna leave really is we had to have a replacement lined up, surely. So yeah, everything's there really. Arsenal just sorting out the structure of the deal, it seems like. But yeah, they've accepted the loan of obligation to buy, and yeah, it's gonna be probably today, hopefully, man. I don't think he'll obviously play in time. I think his first game is probably going to be Nottingham Forest, maybe, Hincapie fits the team really well, and I know we've said this for multiple signings now, but maybe he can be the best out left. Yeah, well, we know we need to get we know we need to get the best out of this left hand side, man, because it's been dross, mate. Yeah, it's been. I mean, I think, as I said, Lewis Skelly did a really rated Lewis Skelly last season. I think Callum's done all right. I just think he's played decent, especially going forward as well. I think he's played well, but it's always at risk defensively and positionally as well, isn't it? With that left hand side. Yeah, bro, we need the pronunciation video. Do you know when they do all the Premier League before the new season starts, man? Like of the player names. I need to watch that. Like he needs to do one of these as well, man, just to get his pronunciation as well. I can't believe, yeah, Tottenham got Simmons, man. How do you feel about that? Because it's just Javi Simmons. He's a baller, mate. He is a baller, to be fair. So I think it's a good signing for them. But he's meant to be going to you guys, no? I think he's coming as left back. I agree with you as well. Forward Bance. I think he is going to come as left back because you think about it, like we've got obviously Saliba, Gabriel there. Mosquera's now in a, he can play centre back as well. So yeah, I do think he'll come in as a left back. People. Now we have real squad depth for the first time in a while. Obviously, the Prem and UCL are the main goals, but we have no reason. Exactly. Like, we have to go for one of these cups, or obviously both of them. You go for the FA Cup, we won it the most times. You go for the Carabao Cup. Like, people may call it Mickey Mouse competition, but I said this yesterday, people. Like, you win the Carabao Cup in, what is it, February now, the final, yeah? You do that in February, have this team win something together, and have this team realize what it's like to win together. Then if we, then you go for the big majors. Like the Carabao Cup. I want to win that trophy. Yeah, it's not the be all or end all, but I want to, win this Carabao Cup, people, because we've only won it twice in history. We have to. This team needs to have this winning sort of mentality together, where they actually know what it's like to win. Um, but and then yeah, you're right. You look into our squad now. There's absolutely no excuses anymore. No excuse for the manager. No excuses for nothing anymore. We got some a very good a bit of squad depth now. If you think about it, we can look at two different teams now. So yeah, 100% agree. Big up Dan as well. Big up lads. Big up Shu, mate. Hope you're doing well. 4-0 to Arsenal. What for Sunday, mate? Yeah. Mate, I'll take like a set piece, 1-0 to Arsenal, to be fair, at Anfield. We ain't won there since 2012. So, but yeah, 4-0 will be mental. And what base do you think Kiwior's worth more money? He's not been a regular, so it's a fair price I thought I've paid. How much have you worth if that's not enough? Okay, mate. So Liverpool sold Quensa for £35 million. Like, what are we doing here? He's equivalent to a Kiwior. Like, he's at least, you've got to get at least 35, £40 million for Kiwior. Like, at the end of the day, bro, I don't know what we're doing here at the end of the day. Like, we need to get better at sending players, bro. And Kiwior's been here for 3 seasons now, right? He's not played week in, week out, but he's played, like, you look at last season in the Champions League, for example. The season before that, we had to play left back week in, when we had so many injuries as well. Like, he's been he's nothing like spectacular, but was Quensa spectacular for Liverpool? No, he wasn't. He came in when he needed to come in when they had injuries as well, and they still finessed £35 million for him. Other players like Chelsea, for their scrubs, get money for them. Liverpool, for Van der Berg, for example, got £25 million. Carvalho, they get these money for these scrubs, man. Like, so yeah, that's he is worth more than £22 million, my friend. Our highest ever sold players, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, for 33 million. Like, we have to get better at sending players, man. And you talk about, like, it's not even like I get it with some players, they're on ridiculous wages and you can't sell them. No club was going to want to come in and pay big money because they're on ridiculous wages, right? Reece Nelson's 100 grand a week. At the end of the day, that is, I think Palace look at him, right? 15 mil, I'll take that because of the wages that he's on and you can't sell these players. But Kiwior's not, he's on what, 50, 60 grand a week. We should be getting more money, my friend. Arteta might scrap the inverting left back and make it overlapping now and Eze on the left wing to attack in central areas where he's comfortable. This is what we got to change for me. This inverted side of things. Like, we need the overlapping, left back. Someone like what we have on the right sort of thing with Timber. You look how that works really well. Timber and Saka. Even when White plays there, we've always got that overlap as well. So yeah, I think that's what we need to do because that left side, bro, it needs a revamp big time. it needs a revamp all day long. Um, Mate, Kiwior is ban average. Yeah, I mean he might be ban average, but I still think we could have got more money for him. Bro, as I said, is Quentin spectacular? No, he wasn't. Is Van der Berg spectacular? No, he wasn't. Like these clubs like Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, yeah, they finesse big money for these players, and we don't do that. And that's the most frustrating thing about it, really. Big up Lily White Lane in the building as well. Big up Josh. Didn't think the club could recover from losing Eze this summer. Statistically, we've got the better player, Super Javi Simmons. Let it all work out. Here we go. Yeah, nah, you know what? Big up Lily White Lane, man. Bless up yourself, bro, every single time. This guy's a real one, to be fair. Yeah, he supports the scum, but he is a real one, to be fair. Bless up Lily White Lane. Yeah, I mean, you must be buzzing with the Simmons signing because that is a good player, to be fair. After the whole Eze situation. Unbelievable window for Arsenal. Solid depth in every position. No excuse for Lego Lego man now. I think if you made Rice captain, you got a top manager, you win the league or UCL. But this is the thing. There's absolutely no excuses, bro. Absolutely no excuses for this manager anymore. I mean, there shouldn't have been last season anyway. But yeah, I mean, he's got the squad there. We've got we've got a good amount of depth now. We've got a striker in there. We've got Eze in there now. Like, there's absolutely no excuse. If you can't deliver, he's got to go. Simple as that, really. 14th Cannon. Big up 14th Cannon, man. Tom, what a real one, bro. Happy Friday, people. Big up yourself. Very early in the season, but if you rock up Anfield and win, that's a stake. Oh, 100% it is. Yeah, even if it's 1-0 to Arsenal or like a 2-1, whatever it may be. A win's a win, people. You know, we haven't won this since 2012. It's a statement. Yeah, I don't care if we score a penny. I don't care if we score. I don't care if it's score an own goal. I don't care if it's a set piece. I don't care what it is. Yeah, if you go there and win, 100%. You know, that's the first time we won at Anfield since 2012. That's a huge statement. That's a huge statement, people. Absolutely huge statement. Also, looking at the UCL draw, we do have some hard teams. Still think we can get top 8, especially with the rotation options. Yeah, of course, the UCL draw. The Atleti game for me is the one I'm looking at and thinking that's going to be, for me, the toughest out of all of them, in my opinion. You know, Simeone rocking up with with one of the worst low blocks you ever see, people. But at the same time, they can also give you a game with like Alvarez in terms of how good he is, and Griezmann's in there, Sorloth is in there, isn't he? So yeah, I'm looking at that game, and thankfully we are at home for the Bayern game as well. Like, and we all know about Bayern. We have that history of Bayern Munich, don't we, as well? Where they always, yeah, we've had nightmares, to be fair, people, against Bayern Munich. So I want to get a bit of revenge in that one. Atleti's the one I'm sort of right about the most. Inter away, I think they've got a different manager now. Not no more Inzaghi. I think they've started the season off really well, but I think we can have maybe a draw because away from home and they're good at home, aren't they, as well? Just going away to Italy is going to be tough. The other games, I think Olympiacos, we should be all right. Slavia Prague away, we should be all right. Club Brugge, I mean, these away games could be tough, like Bruges away, not an easy place, but I think we'll be all right in that one. The Kazakhstan team, fair play to them, credit where credit's due to them, but they're just going to be there for vibes, really, and fair play to them. Of course, you can't underestimate anyone in Champions League, but yeah, we should get through that one. And yeah, who's the other one that there is? Olympiacos, Slavia, Atleti, Bayern, Inter, Club Brugge. I think I'm missing one more team. Bilbao away, right? Yeah, Bilbao away is the other one. We should be built. I mean, Bilbao last year against Man United, Man United slapped them up. Was it 4-0 last year away from home? We should be beating Bilbao. Again, we played in pre-season. We should be beating Bilbao, to be fair. But yeah, I think we will get top 8. I think the only games that I'm concerned about in the draw is the Atleti game and maybe Bayern Munich. I think at home against Bayern Munich, I think we can do them or get something out the game like a draw. Yeah, so that's the only one I'm looking at. Julian Alvarez rocking up to the Emirates, Simeone rocking up to the Emirates as well. That's the only one I'm looking at, really. Apart from that, I think we're going to get top 8. We've got our money back in a bit of pocket change. We've got APG. We've also played rather high line this season. Hincapie's pace will hopefully help us not get caught out too much. That's the thing as well. He's rapid, people. He's rapid as well, isn't he? He's very, very quick as a defender. So is Mosquera as well. Yeah, he's actually quite quick, isn't he, as a defender? As a centre back as well. So yeah, I mean, what Hincapie is 6 foot as well, isn't he? Once again, the NBA players we're putting a team of NBA players, man. Set piece FC as well. Yeah, exactly, man. I just don't think he's a very good player. I can't believe Liverpool got 35 mil for Quinn, so he's terrible. Clearly, I mean, I respect your opinion, man. I personally think we should have got more than him. I'm not saying like 50 million pounds, but I'm saying at least more than 22 million, man. But yeah, fair enough, bro. Looks like Zinni is going to go because he's 300k in debt with HMRC. Yeah, I think Zinni will go as well. To be fair, I think he needs to go. To be honest with you, man. Yeah, we're looking to get rid of Vieira as well. Stuttgart are still lurking around the deal apparently today. So Vieira, Lokonga still needs to go. So still got quite a few to go. Wilfried and Arteta is gone next season if we don't win anything. That's why Berta's back in our squad. I can see that as well. Yeah, he's building not just for Arteta. He's building for the future maybe and the next manager. So yeah, Glock 14 hat trick at Anfield. Yeah, to be fair, we can definitely get out of defense. They have looked shaky. Kanati's looking really shaky for them. I think we can definitely get out of defense for sure. Berta signing up to the Atleti game scouts Diego Simeone. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting, man. Of course, that's Berta's former team. So yeah, he signed a lot of those players as well. Like Alvarez, he signed, didn't he? And I think he signed Sorloth as well, didn't he? So yeah, it'd be interesting to see, man, what happens in the Atleti game. Because I remember like we played them years ago in Europa League under Wenger, and that first leg we had like Lacazette. We battered them in the first leg. It was 1-1 draw somehow, but we should have beat them about 4-5-0, And then I think Koscielny made a mistake, and then it might have been Mustafi. Someone slipped, and then played Griezmann through, and then they got an equalizer. Second leg, we couldn't handle them at all. I think it was Diego Costa. Diego Costa scored against us, didn't? And then they went to the final in that Europa League. But yeah, I could see Simeone rocking up, playing the low block against Arsenal like he always does, really hitting us on the counter sort of thing. It'd be interesting to see because we could have got them last year, didn't we? If they would have beat Real Madrid in that penalty shootout. I'm interested to see what happens in that game. Arsenal, Atleti, Simeone against Arteta. How are we going to deal with Simeone? That's what I'm really interested to see in that one. I think we can do Bayern. To be fair, I think we can. I mean, we said everything. Like, no doubt it's going to be pray for Bayern before the game and all that, people. Which is going to be funny, like it was a few years ago. But yeah, I think we can do them this year, people. I think we could do Bayern this year, especially at home as well. If it's at Allianz, I think it would have been a different story. Inter away, as I said, I think we have a better chance against them than we did last year because last year was poor against them, wasn't it? But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, we got York, man. We got York. And Eze as well, people. Well, I'm excited for the Bayern game. We have to. How many years do we get? Year in year out, Bayern Munich, like the 5-1s and the Wenger. Even when they had Tuchel as well, we should have beat them. Like that 2-2 game, for example, we should have beat them. Even in that second leg as well, when Kimmich scored, like we should have went for it more. I think in that one. Yeah, Bilbao away, I think we'll be all right. I know it's away. It's. These away games you don't really know because I feel like Bruges may give us a decent game, but I think we'll do them. Slavia again will be a decent, but I think we'll beat them. Olympiacos is a game where they're actually not bad at. You know what? At the Emirates, by the way, have we even beat Olympiacos at the Emirates? No, I don't even think we've. Correct me if I'm wrong. Have we even beat Olympiacos at the Emirates in 3 games in a row? Because you think about 2016. We lost 3-2 in the group stages when Alexis scored, I think, a brace. Was it Alexis I think Alexis scored a header or something, right? In 2016 when they beat us, but they beat us 3-2 in the group stages. In the Europa League, when we had in Arteta's, when Arteta first came in, we had the nightmare of El Arabi, when they beat us 2-1 and Aubameyang missed that sitter towards the end. They knocked us out. And then even in that Europa League, the second time, We beat them 3-1 in the home leg, but in the second leg they beat us 1-0 at the Emirates, didn't they? In that second leg. So have we even beaten Olympiacos at the Emirates? Like it must have been years ago, but in 3 attempts they've done us Olympiacos. So yeah, I mean they're not the same team that they were like a few years ago. I think they got Mendebar though as their manager, and he won the Europa League, didn't he? With was it Sevilla or he won Conference League straight away, didn't he? So yeah, they got him as manager, but yeah, Bilbao away is the other one as well. Big up Trapping with Jay, man. Hope you're doing well, bro. Big up TG. How many sales we made right now? In terms of like getting money for players, only Kiwior, and we got 22 million pounds for Kiwior. Obviously we've got rid of players on like we sold Carl. We didn't sell him. We loaned Carl Hein out to this German side. I think Bremen. When the Bremen, we loaned Carl Hein out to them. We obviously sold Tavares, and then the rest were on free transfer, wasn't it? Tierney left on the free, so we know what happened with Partey. Yeah, I think that's it for now. We still got looking at to get rid of Lokonga. Still got to get rid of Vieira. Still got to get rid of Zinchenko. I think Reece Nelson's the other one as well. Yeah, there's still quite a bit of players that we got to get rid of. But yeah, the only one we made money for is 22 million for Jacob Kiwior, along with obligation to buy. Play Timber right back to cancel out Salah. Play Timber right back to count. Do you mean left back? Salah will be on the right, won't he? Yeah, I think you mean left back. I wouldn't mind that, to be fair. You have, but then again, right back. Who'd you play if Ben White's injured? Who'd you go with right back? Do you go Mosquera maybe? But he's obviously not even started the game yet, has he? I think he's gonna go with the same back four. I think he's gonna go Timber right back, sleep with Gabriel. I think he's gonna go. I think he's gonna go Calaflori left back, and I think in the midfield we're gonna see. I think Odegaard will be back, so we play Odegaard, Rice, and Zubi, and then I think we'll see Eze on the wing, Madueke on the right, and then I think because we got no Saka, do we? So he may go with that. If Odegaard's not fit, then play Eze in the 10, put maybe Martinelli or Trossard on the left, and then put Madueke on the right. Gyökeres down the middle against Liverpool. Excuse me. ABG says apparently Berta had a conversation with a medical team and Arteta the demands not to play players coming back from injury. Wow. Like Saka, that's why we're stacked. You know what? Fair play to Andrea Berta, man. I think people will say Gyökeres is our best signing. I think this guy's our best signing. This proper director. This is Edu. We ain't signing these amount of players, people. I'm sorry, we're not. We're not. If it's Edu, yeah, we're not hijacking that deal in 5 hours to Spurs. Yeah, for Eze. We're not doing this under Edu. But I feel like Bert has been, I'm not surprised that he's came in and done the business, because at the end of the day, the guy has a track record. The guy has a CV. The guy's at Atletico Madrid for 14, 13 years, people. The guy knows exactly what he's doing. He's actually experiencing this. He's a bad man, people. Berta is a bad man. Don Berta, Mafia Berta, people. The Godfather. Could you imagine if we even go one more and get a left winger on top of that as well? I don't think we will, but I'm not going to underestimate it. But he's got something up his sleeve, I reckon. Even if it's Semenyo or like a Lookman, that'd be mad still. Like, I don't think we will, because he'll look at it now thinking like Eze's there, Ethan's there, Odegaard, Martinelli's staying, Trossard's staying. So obviously Saka's there, Gyökeres, Madueke's there now as well. I don't think he's going to sign, but you never say never. Deadline day settings, and Hannah Varsel just said if an opportunity arises, there we go. He'll go for it. If he sees a good opportunity, he'll go for it, people. That's what I love about this Berger guy. He's ruthless as well. You can tell, like, this guy, and he's looking ahead. Like, some of these players, I think, are really, really smart bit of business. Like, these two defenders, I'm liking the idea of Mosquera. I'm liking the idea of Hincapie, right? I'm liking those two because they're young, 22 to 23. I think Mosquera's 21, and right. I know they can play right back, centre back, and all that. He's seen them. He's seen Mosquera at Valencia. He wanted Hincapie at Atletico Madrid as well. And also, what I like about it as well, like you think about the whole Gyökeres Sesko situation. This guy pushed for Gyökeres. This guy pushed for Gyökeres. Berta pushed for Gyökeres. This for me was on Berta. I know Ante has a part of it as well, but Ante, let's not kid ourselves. Ante wanted Sesko. Ante was looking at Sesko for 3 seasons. 3 seasons he's looking at Sesko, right? Well, sorry, not 3 seasons, 3 transfer windows. Let me get that right. Yeah, you think about the Euros when he that season when we was looking at him heavily in the Euros, and he said no, he wanted to stay at um, Leipzig for another season. You think about January, we even went back in January, people. Right? And we said how much for Sesko? They want 70 million. We said no, we can't do that. And then this summer as well, look how much we was pushing for Sesko. But as came in, he said, nah, I've wanted Gyökeres since Atletico Madrid, and we're not paying that amount of money that Leipzig wanted. And then he goes to Gyökeres. So yeah, I'm been really impressed. Yeah, but it's changed our lives. Do you know what? This is one of the best windows I've ever seen. Can you guys really think of a window where we've had and we've actually done? Obviously, that left window would be the icing on the cherry on top, wouldn't it? That'd be the icing on the cake, people. Is that another left winner? But I don't think we're gonna do that. Even if we don't, I still think this is one of the best windows that I've seen. Because we've got the striker in. We've got proper depth coming in now as well. Well, we ain't actually got to worry about we're short in this position, we're short in that position. We're actually ready to go into the new season to go and win the league, I think. So yeah, I've not felt like this way. Yeah, I've not really felt this way, like especially on the Edu, like no way. We're always still short, and we always still thinking, oh, he's not almost required. So 100%, man. Big up Berta. The Eze slander from these Spurs fans is getting crazy. Chill out. It's only been 3 hours since you got him. Crazy, right? Crazy. Best time to beat them this weekend with Frimpong out, and Kanate is so bad at centre back. Can't believe they've not got someone better than him over in the summer. Yeah, bro, he's looked really, really shaky, hasn't he? I even noticed it a bit last season. I've always like people say, Kanate is his top centre back. I'm like, is he though? Is Kanate really that good? Take Van Dijk away from him. Let's see what happens. Because yeah, even this season he's looked so shaky. He's looked shaky. And yeah, you're right. Frimpong, he's not a right back, so I think they played Soboslai there, didn't they? In that Newcastle game. So maybe they'll play Connor Bradley there if he's back for them. But yeah, you are right. Like definitely the best time to beat them is this weekend. I think we will. I think even if it's like 1-0 to Arsenal, that was against Man United, I think we'll finally get something and make a statement against these lot as well. Big up Arsenal Alex, man. Yo, long time no, bro. It's been a while, my friend. Hope you've been keeping well, my brother. Great to see you back in the building. Arsenal Alex, man. What a guy. Honestly, what a guy. Been a while, mate. Hope everything's all right with you and your family, bro, as well. And yeah, bless up yourself, brother. Bless up yourself. Arsenal Alex, what a guy, bro. Hope you've been keeping well, man. Let me know how you're feeling for the new season as well, bro. We got Wookie, big up Wookie in the building, my brother. We beat Olympiacos 3-1. 2012. There we go. See, Wookie knows these types of things. Yeah, big up Wookie. 2012. So yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like years ago, but was it Javinho settings? Yeah, Javinho. But yeah, the last 3 games at the Emirates, though, we've really struggled against Olympiacos. Always a team that can get one over us. So I think that would be a very, very tough game, to be fair. But I think we'll be all right. I think we'll win every single game in the champion, like last year, because last year we lost 1 game against Inter, and then we drew with Atalanta 0-0, and then we beat everyone else. I think it'd be similar to that. I think the game we might lose to or draw to is maybe Atleti, and then draw to Bayern Munich, and then maybe lose or draw against Inter. I think we can get quite a few draws, but then I think we'll win the other games, to be fair. And unless we slip up like away from home, like in Bruges or something, like I don't see it happening though. I think we're going to get top 8. I'm confident we're going to get top 8, to be fair as well. We got Rich in the chat. Hope you're well today, Rich, mate. Hi, Josh. Have you heard any whispers that we could go for Ollie Watkins? The information is supposed to be come from a reliable source of a so-called reliable outlet. I wouldn't mind another striker, to be honest. Like, I don't think we're going to do that now. I don't think we're going to do that. But Ollie Watkins, I've been crying out for years, man. Honestly, I know he's getting older now. I know he's 29, 30. But an Arsenal man, isn't he? You know, he's loved Arsenal. Bring him as a backup striker for Gyökeres. Why not? I wouldn't mind having Ollie Watkins as long as he wants to be a backup. Then yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I just don't think we're going to do that though. I just don't think we're going to do that. To be fair, I don't see another striker coming in. Even though Havertz is injured, Jesus is still not fully fit, is he? I think Jesus is back in training, but yeah, I don't think we're going to do that. To be fair, bro. But I wouldn't mind going for Ollie Watkins. Big up Arsenal, Alex. Get a new manager of all these good signings are irrelevant. Yeah, it's definitely down to his manager now, isn't it, Alex, bro? I mean, you've been saying it for time about Arteta. You know, I've really had my doubts about this manager in terms of can he get over the line. You know, when the pressure really gets to him. Now people when you say this, people think you just you apparently you're not an Arsenal fan when you say this, but again, like I'm not taking away like he's got us back up there competing. There's nobody taking away from that from the guy. Like we're back up there competing, but that we can't do this forever, people. We have to start. We're also a football club at the end of the day. You have to win. Now is the time we have to win a Premier League, Champions League. This was the last time we beat them at the Emirates. There we go, 2012, people. Olympiacos, 2012. So yeah, man. Obviously, Slavia we played in Europa League. We done them 4-0, 1-1 at the Emirates. Club Brugge we ain't played in years, have we? Bilbao we haven't. Bilbao played this season. It's only pre-season. Bilbao again we haven't played them in years. That Karat team from Kazakhstan, fair play to them. I don't think we've ever played them, have we, in our history? I don't think. Obviously, Atleti, the last time we played Atleti was that Europa League game when they done us in the semi-final. Bayern Munich we play every single year, it seems like. And yeah, we got bad memories against them. Inter, we obviously played last season, didn't we? Yeah, so there we go. Bro, I was buzzing. Like, listen, he's gonna score goals for fun, people. He's gonna score goals for fun. He's gonna be a top striker. I'm absolutely buzzing with Gyökeres. I've ordered the all three shirts. Yeah, man. I've got him on the back of my shirt for a reason. 14, you know how it is. Big up Mel as well. 14, big up Tommy says, I'll go with Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calaflores, Zubermendi, Rice. Ethan, that's a shout, Ethan to start, yeah. That's not a bad shout. Madueke, Gyökeres, and Eze. Not a bad shout, to be fair. Max Diamond is incredible, bro. Big Minerals better. Yeah, Nelson's got to go as well, to be fair. I mean, this guy was meant to be the star boy before the star boy. This guy was meant to be the Saka before the Saka. Didn't really work. Excuse me, didn't really work out, did it? Obviously he had that big game against Bournemouth, but he just never really hit the ground running at Arsenal. Part of me, did he really get the game time? Probably not, but he had a few loan deals and yeah, it's just not going to. I think a move like a team like Crystal Palace is a really, really good move for him, to be fair. Really, really good move. So all the best for Reece. Odegaard has been called up for the Norway for our friendlies. Is he's injured? Not that bad then. If he's not fully, but hold on a minute. Didn't we do that last season, Plasma? We thought his injury wasn't that bad. We sent him out to Norway, and they said, "What are you doing here? We're not going to play him because he's injured." And then he just, I don't know what happened there. So could that be a very similar situation with Odegaard? I hope it's not. I wouldn't risk him. Like if he's injured, don't risk playing the guy. He was bad enough when he was flipping. He fucked up his ankle last season. Like I wouldn't risk the guy. We got players who can play there now. We've got Eze. You start Eze there. You can play Ethan there if you want to play Eze out wide. Like if he's not fully fit, don't risk him. I don't care if he's captain. Don't risk him, Ante. I don't care if he's your son, Ante. Don't risk him, please. Yeah, if you're not fully fit, 100% agree. Start Eze. We've got Andrew in the building. Big up Andrew, bro. Bless up yourself. Good evening, Josh. Big up the chat. Busy day today. Just dropping in. Thanks for dropping by, Andrew, mate. Top guy every single time. Enjoy your day, bro, as well. Yeah, I've done it a bit earlier as well because I've got a busy day this Friday. So bless up yourself, Andrew, as well. Top guy, man. Bert is our best signing. Yeah, I agree. As he's been a 10 position on the left wing. In my opinion, Palace fans said he's not effective on the wing. Facts. I'd play him in number 10, bro. I'll play him in the number 10. I waited that when we signed him. I'll play in number 10 for sure, bro. Yeah, apparently he's not that. I think he could do a job, but he's not that like you play to the guy's strengths, play him in his natural position, bro. Um, so yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do that though, because obviously we've got Odegaard there and Ethan's there, so we'll see. But to be fair, when we're looking at Eze, Arsenal saw him as number 10, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. Hopefully he does play number 10. According to reports, we got 150 million to spend. Still be hit by. We still got 100 million, 50 million, bro. Come on, Arsenal, man, go and sign a left winner. Just put the cherry on top. Like, apparently Rodrigo's not moving on anymore, guys. So that Rodrigo dream's over. But there's still a few left winners I'll take. Like Lookman's out there still. Still waiting for a move. You got Semenyo out there. I would have taken Leao maybe, but it is what it is. He's staying at Milan. But those two, Lookman's out there and Semenyo's out there as well. So you know what to do, Arsenal, man. You know what to do. For 43 million pounds for Lookman, for 45. It looks like for Lookman. Left winners agreed personal terms. Who said this, Mel? Who said this? Big up Lino in the chat. Berta's our best signing since Jova. Facts. Big up Cooper as well. How you doing, Coop, mate? Bless up yourself, Cooper. Top guy, bro. Big up Josh in the chat. Big up Cooper in the building, mate. What a guy. Our next 5 games are hard. This is a chance for Arteta to do good with rotation. All the injuries, he has a chance to do. Facts, bro. Facts, Jay. Yeah. We've got a very, very tough couple of games coming up. Liverpool on the weekend. Forest won't be that easy. I think we'll be all right against them and we'll beat them. But, we don't know how they're going to perform this season. They look pretty decent at the Emirates. It's going to be, I think we'll be all right for us. But obviously the City game's going to be massive, isn't it, as well? Newcastle, St. James's Park's going to be so tough. Then you got the Champions League game to factor in. I don't know who we're going to play first yet. I mean, what if it's Bayern Munich? Like we play first as well in between those 2 games? It's like, we don't know who it's going to be first. So definitely, bro. You got the cup game involved, the Carabao Cup as well, very soon. Best up for that as well, Cooper, bro. Yeah, he did. He did, bro. He did. I expect a last minute. You know what? I've got a feeling. I've got a funny feeling that Bert's got something up his sleeve on deadline day. He's got more surprises to come, people. I'll tell you what, Benny Tesco, yeah, so pleased with your Crez. Likewise, bro. Likewise, man. Your Crez and Eze running at Kanati, we're not going to get a bet. Bro, this is one of the best chances we're going to get, probably since we beat them then. No, I think we should have done them in 2023, wasn't it? When we was, in that title race, 8 points clear. With when we went 2-0 up against them as well. Jesus and Martinelli, I think, scored. That is where we should have beat them. But you are right. Going into this season, going into this game, I mean, they've looked shaky in both their games, I think. Yeah, and they've looked vulnerable as well, going 2-0 up and capitulating in both. Newcastle battered them, I thought. I'm so shocked how they didn't win that. And that Newcastle down 10 men as well, people. So as much as I think Liverpool, they've got a good attack. I think Ekatike is going to be a one to watch for Arsenal. Salah, when he's on it, is on it, obviously. Gakpo, when he's on it, of course. I thought he played well against us last season. Wirtz hasn't really hit the ground running, has he? Wirtz has looked pretty. I saw early days, but he's looked a bit shaky. I mean, he's not looked at his best, has he? To be fair. And then yeah, I mean, you look in the midfield. I don't know if they're going to play McAllister, Gravenberch. So yeah, but their defense, we can definitely get at them, bro. 100%. Left winger coming in January. Trust Martin is going to be gone for a while now. Yeah, that Leon Malik Fafana guy. I think again, yeah, looking ahead, I'm looking forward to the January window because I feel like we will do business in January as well if of course needed. Look at last January, we signed no one. Under Edu, we signed no one, did we? Last January. Actually, for the last 2 Januaries, wasn't it? Was it for the last 2 Januaries when we signed no players? I swear we signed no one in the last 2 windows in January. I could be wrong though, but yeah, either way, it's like this January. I think Bert would, even if it's not needed, I think he'll still sign some more players. Liverpool still have the same weakness. They don't fear me. I play Eze. Eze's got to start. It's an absolute no-brainer, people. Yeah, Eze's got to start for that game. Yeah, 100% agree, Rich. I'm not. Stuttgart just got 80 mil from Newcastle. Yeah, that's very true as well. They got a lot of money from what's his name? Can't even pronounce his name properly, but yeah, that striker who went there. Havertz might go, yeah. Maybe Jesus as well, to be fair. A young German striker coming in next year. Yeah, but didn't we hear this? Yeah, but we heard this last season with this mystery German player, and then that never worked, did it? For me, it's always been Gyökeres, but I hated Sesko as a second option. I wanted, yeah, that's that. He just went Newcastle. That's the guy's name right there. We didn't get Glock 14. Young Gunner, big up Young Gunner Logan in the building, mate. Hope you're doing well, Young Gunner. Bless up yourself, Young Gunner. Top guy, bro. By the way, just wanted to quickly say about Bordeaux Glim when City turn up to our ground in five. Yeah, you boys are playing City, right? In -5 degrees weather, no chance. No, yeah, they ain't gonna be. I think you'll do them, mate. Yeah, I think you'll do them, bro. All the best to you boys, Bordeaux Glim as well in the Champions League. Hopefully we'll meet each other. Hopefully both your teams can meet in Arsenal Bordeaux in the knockouts, bro. That'd be mad. Have to do a watch. Yeah, definitely with Liam, bro. We'll have to do a joint watch on together, something like that. I'm definitely gonna be doing a bunch of previews of him and match reactions with him. And I think what we're gonna plan, because it's at Emirates, me and him gonna go to the Emirates and film a preview together. And we're gonna try. If we can't get to the game, obviously we'll do a watch on together. But yeah, I've got some big content with Liam coming up. People, we're gonna probably go in person and do the preview as well for the buying game. So that'd be really good as well. Now, Liverpool supporters are out with our new signings. We're getting the money except for. Sorry, I know Liverpool supporters are out with our signings where we're getting the money except we got more than they spent on their free attackers. This Norwegian manager always has to do something to make me dislike him, no matter our form. Ethan is already. Yeah, you need a new manager, don't you? But I feel like you done us 3-0, didn't you? You absolutely battered us 3-0. New SAR settings, Sorloth, Haaland, all of that. You lot cooked us. Odegaard cooked us, man. But I honestly think you guys are going to top the group. What were you on? 9, 12 points? I think you're going to make the World Cup. We're going to have to play playoffs, bro. Ethan is already better than Martin. Who? Odegaard. I rate Ethan very highly, to be fair. Odegaard, I said it like I was on a show with I think Robbo yesterday. Big up Latvian Guna, man. I was on a show with him and we were just saying about Odegaard. For me, this is it's got to be his last season to prove that he's actually he's good enough, because last season he was horrific, absolutely horrific last season, and people can blame the injury and all they want. And for me, I looked at it and I just didn't think we actually had a proper competition, because we sold Smith from and we got rid of Vieira, and he didn't play 1 year there, did he? So. Now we've got Eze coming in there. Obviously, Ethan should be playing his natural position where Odegaard plays. I think we need to see the best of him. Otherwise, yeah, not good enough. Big up Mel as well. Did you know about our number 9? Yeah. He was on the bench, wasn't he? I think he may have come off the bench in pre-season a few times. Maybe it was at Newcastle he came off the bench, or Milan he came off the bench. But yeah, he's number 9. Hopefully he can get some minutes as well. Rodrigo is playing a game in thinking, not sure I want him. He isn't excited. I know he's not. Yeah, that's the thing. He's not excited, so he's not pushing for the move. I feel like if we went in for an offer though, then he would want the move. Josh, we always have a surprise signing. We have no idea about what happened with Sol Campbell and Kai Havertz. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully we can get like an Ozil deadline day. Wenger saying we might have a surprise, wait and see, and wait and see what happens, and then that same day we sign Mesut Ozil, which is mad. I'm confident for the Champions League draw. Yeah, I'm very confident, to be fair. I think we'll be all right. Other than the Atleti game, that's one I'm not looking forward to. I think Odegaard will improve this season. He's improving every game from what it looks like. Hope so, young gunner, man. I mean, he has to, doesn't he? He's a captain. He's got to perform this season. Everyone was waxing lyrical about Wirtz when he came in, but he's nothing special. All well and good doing it in Germany. Yeah, but in Premier it's different, 100%. Even I was watching him against Bournemouth, and it's like, he was thinking it to Germany. The way how he's on the ball, thinking like, I'm just gonna glide past these players, and I think it was Semenyo just bodied him off the ball. I think it was Semenyo or one of their midfielders just like, nah, welcome to the Premier League, mate. It's not that easy. You can't just get the ball and thinking it's Bundesliga, you can glide past this player, that player. Yeah, as soon as he played against the team like Bournemouth, or imagine him against Burnley, bloody like Newcastle. Well, obviously against Newcastle as well. His Premier League's a completely different ball game, 100%. But people, big at everyone, man. Thanks for everyone who tuned in today. I said we should get the Here We Go for Hincapie today. So yeah, we should be getting Hincapie today, to be fair. Hopefully. I'm just gonna see if any other news has been announced. Yeah, so he'll be coming in, and then we'll see what happens on the deadline day as well. Yeah, so we'll see what happens on the deadline day as well, people. But yeah, bless up, people. Thank you all so much for tuning in as well. Big game, obviously, on Sunday against Liverpool. I'll be dropping a few previews either today or tomorrow, lineups and all that. I'll be dropping that to today or tomorrow, people. And then any other shows, I'll be maybe back this evening if there's anything new happening as well. But big up, people. Thank you all so much for your time. Thanks everyone who tuned in today as well. I haven't already smash like on the way out. It'd be greatly appreciated as well, people. If you are new, subscribe on the road to now 16K subscribers. So bless up, people, as well. Enjoy the rest of your day, where we get up to, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekends as well. And if I don't see you later on, big up, everyone. Take care.